Hey everyone, welcome back. Do you ever feel like you're constantly chasing the next quick fix? That next dopamine hit from a social media like a new purchase or just zoning out with another episode? We live in a world of instant gratification. Everything is designed to be fast, easy, and give us a little buzz of pleasure right now. And hey, there's nothing wrong with enjoying life's simple pleasures. But here, essay question. Is a life filled with easy pleasure the same as a life filled with meaning? I think we all intuitively know the answer is no. There's a huge difference between pleasure, which is temporary and often passive, and meaning, which is lasting and usually requires effort. Think about it. Eating a donut feels good for a minute. Building a business, raising a family, or mastering a skill, that's hard. It's full of struggle. But that struggle is what creates a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment that the donut just see and compete with. This is the central tension of modern life. The battle between what's easy now and what's meaningful later. Let's talk a little psychology. You've probably heard of the famous marshmallow test. Kids were offered one marshmallow now, or two if they could wait 15 minutes. The kids who could delay gratification, who could wait for the bigger reward, were found to have better life outcomes years later. They were more successful, healthier, and happier. This simple test reveals a profound truth. The ability to choose a harder path now for a better future is a cornerstone of a well-lived life. When we consistently take shortcuts, we're essentially always eating that first marshmallow. We avoid the discomfort of a tough workout, a difficult conversation, or a challenging project. But this avoidance doesn't make the difficulty disappear. It just postpones it and often makes it worse. Avoiding the gym leads to health problems down the line. Avoiding that tough talk lets resentment build in a relationship. Taking the easy path is a form of suffering on an installment plan. You pay a little bit every day through a lack of progress, a sense of stagnation, and a growing feeling of meaninglessness. The antidote to this isn't to seek a life without suffering. That's impossible. The antidote is to choose your suffering. It's about sacrifice, not in a miserable way, but in a purposeful way. You sacrifice comfort in the present for strength in the future. You sacrifice immediate pleasure for long-term fulfillment. This is where meaning comes in. Meaning is the why that helps us endure the how. When your struggle has a purpose, it transforms from a burden into a calling. So, where do we find this meaning? It's everywhere, if we look for it. It can be found in your work, striving for excellence, and contributing your skills. It's in your relationships, nurturing deep connections with family and friends. It's in creation, whether you're writing a book, planting a garden, or building a piece of furniture. And it's in service, helping others and contributing to something bigger than yourself. The modern crisis of meaninglessness isn't because there's no meaning to be found. It's because we're constantly being seduced by the easy, comfortable, and ultimately empty alternative. Let's make this practical. Take a moment this week to think. Where in your life are you choosing what's expedient over what's meaningful? Is it with your health, your career, your relationships? Now, think about your values. What truly matters most to you? Is it integrity, growth, connection, creativity? Write them down. Create a hierarchy. When you're clear on your values, it becomes easier to make the harder, more meaningful choice. And here, essay little challenge. Pick one difficult but meaningful action this week and just do it. Don't overthink it. Make the call. Start the project. Have the conversation. Remember, a meaningful struggle is always better than a meaningless comfort. The easy path often becomes the hardest one in the long run. The true path to fulfillment is paved with purposeful effort. So my challenge to you is to start noticing. Notice when you're faced with that choice between easy and meaningful. See what happens when you start choosing meaning more often. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.